live on 94.7 The Pulse this afternoon. Werribee Centrals and Bell Post Hill at Gelvin Park. Umpire Farnsworth throws the ball in the air for Gillum and for Scott. Scott gets it down towards coming off the wing. There was Justin Johns for Werribee Central's. Free kick found over the shoulder. Justin Morley.
Bit lucky his teammate did it.
And we'll get the free kick in the middle of Gelvin Park going towards the northern end in the first term, the Centurions. He goes with the left boot straight down the middle towards centre half forward. High kick holds up in the breeze. And, well, Buck used the body well, then couldn't take the mark. Falls on hands and knees. Pack develops around him.
He's going to get pinged, Heath.
And it's holding the ball, said the umpire. Heath gets up and can't believe it. The free kick will go to Adam Wells at centre half back for the Panthers. Goes with the right foot kick towards centre half forward. Good kick for distance. Punch away from behind from Matt Furman. He gets slung as he gets his handball away towards half forward. Gillum's there, Nick. He gets his kick back towards the centre of the ground. And, well, Adam Wells went up, couldn't take the mark. Now falls towards Festuca, runs towards the middle of the ground, gives it a Foley, sets him up a little bit, gets a little toe poke away to Fitzpatrick. Handball's out wide, looking for Johns. He comes back inboard, looking for his right foot, but then he's wrapped up. He's dropped the footy. And it will be a free kick. McAuliffe put on the tackle and will take the free kick between wing and half back.
So Lee McAuliffe kicks to the centre of the ground. No players really there. Goes through the pack of players. Running onto it strongly is Wallace for Werribee. Can't take it. Handball comes back to Furman for Bell Post Hill. Hooks it towards the full forward position. Sean Simmons, perhaps a surprise selection. Starting from the goal square with Simon Conley, has come forward and taken the mark inside forward 50. Man on the mark is 35 metres from the goal, almost directly in front. Sean Simmons.
This would be a good start from Eric.
It would be a good start within a couple of minutes to get a score on the board. A goal certainly would be the perfect start as Sean Simmons moves in, keeps it low, and it might have been touched. It was just too low, really.
A pretty poor kick, actually.
It was off the boot, but it is the first score of the game. One behind to Bell Post Hill on the Victory Trophies first quarter scoreboard. Werribee Central's yet to score. We'll be going just gone 2 minutes.
Wallace plays onto himself from fullback, kicks in short and finds his teammate Justin Morley in the left back pocket. Plays on now. Left foot kick high once again and a wobbly kick towards centre half back. Matty Furman can mark it easily.
Gee, they're having trouble kicking into the breeze.
On 50 has taken the mark, Matt Furman.
I just wonder if the Werribee players are not quite with the game plan. I think Morley on both occasions he's had the footy lorry. He's been looking for a handball, but he's had no runners.
That's right.
Furman from 55 metres out goes long towards the teeth of goal, over the back and through for one behind. So the Panthers double their score, 2 behinds. Werribee Central's yet to score. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 3 minutes played.
So Wallace once again kicks to himself. Handball. Oh, gee, it's a pretty ordinary handball. In fact, it missed the mark completely. John's not able to control it. So a nervous start, it would appear, for Werribee at this stage as the ball is out of bounds 25 metres from the behind post.
Definitely the wrong choices.
So far. So in front there was Chris Gillum. Gets the ball down and does his own roving. Tackle without the footy. Play on, said the umpire. Ball under, well, a fair number of players there. Surely the umpire will put a whistle on play. He does. And just on the 50-metre arc, fairly adjacent to the boundary line, the umpire will put the ball in the air. Big pack of players. Half forward flank for Bell Post Hill, kicking in this first quarter holiday down to Furman. Beautiful kick from Furman, and
great mark.
Already Sean Simmons is creating a bit of a headache for the Werribee defence. He's dived forward, has taken his second mark. The man on the mark, almost an identical situation from the shot he had a minute ago.
Well, he should have learned from that one, Eric. He's got to get it up a little bit and let the breeze carry it. He had the right direction.
Yes, he was dead centre.
Wrong club.
Yes, exactly. But he certainly didn't hit it too well first time. But he moves in now. Sean Simmons moves in, runs to 40. That's a bit better in the air, and unfortunately, he's offline again. So poor start with the boot for Sean. 2 behinds to him, 3 behinds to Bell Post Hill. Werribee Central's yet to score. Victory Trophy first quarter scoreboard, 4 minutes gone.
Well, I've got to tell you, if I was coaching Werribee, I'd have the runner out someone who's playing on number 7 and tell him you got to get a little bit closer because he's already had 3 kicks and 1 handball. So it's not a bad effort.
I think number 29 might be a worry too.
He could be a worry as well.
So Wallace will kick in once again for the Centurions. This time he goes further afield, 50 metres out, goes high with the kick, looking for the coach in Chris Gillum. Falls to the front of the pack. Carson breaks a couple of tackles, handballs it away to Festuca. At centre half back, Jason Festuca goes towards the lead of Buck, can't take the mark. In fact, it was Chug. Now it comes back to Sean Wells. Kick was partly smothered. Falls to Buck now. Handball to Festuca. Had it, lost it. Needs some support. Can he get away? Breaks free. Gives a don't argue. Right foot kick towards the pocket. And a good kick too. Going up. Fitzpatrick couldn't take the mark. Now breaking a tackle. Bernardo kicks it towards the goal square. Chug. Can he take the mark? No, he can't. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can.
Great play.
He gives it back underneath his legs towards John Antonello. And Antonello puts the first on the board for Werribee. So the Centurions one straight goal. And Belpost still 3 behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 5.5 minutes played.
I think Laurie they got the goal certainly Werribee, but there's just a little bit of pressure on them, isn't there? There's a bit of fumbling and some of their good players fumbling, but they're able to recover their poise, and I guess that's why they're good players.
Well, that's right, Eric. It's early in the game, of course, and I think the wind is playing a little bit of havoc with some of the kicks, and indication there, you've got to still be direct with your kick. That long kick from full back set that goal up, actually. Just fiddling around in the back half when you've got all these breezes, no good.
Well, neither ruckman get any sort of an advantage in the middle, but picked up by Chris Gillam. Kicks it high towards, the wind's taken it out to centre wing. Running onto the football now is Wallace, well up from the back pocket. Kicks it wide to the lead there of Chug. He can't take the mark. It's forced off his hands over the boundary line. Half forward flank for Werribee Centrals. Kicking against a quite strong breeze in this first quarter. But they lead a goal to 3 points at this moment as the boundary umpire puts the ball in. Good throw in. In front there was the big fella for Werribee Centrals in Gillam, but Adam Wells runs onto the loose ball and he's forced to the boundary with the football, and it's over once again. Almost through centre wing now, outer side of this Galvin Park in Werribee. Wind still blowing, sun shining, and still reasonably warm as the ball comes back in. This time doing the ruck work was Fitzpatrick. Big left fist into the footy. All he does is get it straight back toward the boundary. Maybe gain a couple of minutes. That's interesting. I see Simon Colbert stretching a hamstring. It's good to see him back out in the ground, but you'd like to think he's pretty sound as the ball comes in once again. Nice tap forward there by Fitzpatrick, picked up by Chris Gillam. Drives it into the breeze, looking for forward up there, and Antonello can't take them off hands. Has come to Warren Foley, went for the underground hand pass, which was terrific thought. Unfortunately, legs got in the road on that occasion. Now it stacks on the mill, and 30 metres out, directly in front of the Werribee Central's goal. The umpire will put the ball in the air once again.
Yeah, there was a good, thoughtful skill there of Warren Foley. Didn't quite execute it properly, but it was good thinking, though.
So the ball now in the air. Belpost still defence, under a bit of pressure here. Up high, and not able to touch the ball was Fitzpatrick again. Ball tapped forward for Belpost still. Heathbuck, a lovely little tap forward. Comes to Chug, drives it. Magnificent mark by Fitzpatrick coming in from the side of the pack, and actually by the time he took the footy, he read it better than the others. He was actually in front of the pack, and a one grab mark, 25 metres out directly in front. And this fellow looks pretty fit, Laurie. There was some suggestion last year the games he played, he wasn't all that fit, but my goodness, he looks fit this year.
Oh, look, you can see straight away in his movements, Eric. There's a hell of a difference between last year and this year. He's really switched on in his mental attitude as well, and quality to player like that, if they're really on song, they're very hard to match up in GDFL footy.
Well, Linton Fitzpatrick, beautiful kick into the breeze. He's kicked his first. It is the second for Werribee Central. 2 goals, 12. They lead Belpost Hill, kicking with the breeze, 3 behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 8.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, those 2 misses from Sean Simmons could be very, very costly, and we talk about that many times before, Eric. They could have been 2 goals, and we would have said, well, it's pretty evenly matched. But now those 2 goals against the breeze swayed Werribee's way, of course.
Size of Werribee's on-ball division. It's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chris Gillam, Paul Carson, Jason Festuca.
And Nick Gillam
Nick Gillam's
throwing him in as well. He's bigger than all of them. But they're very well put together. They're not, they're not just thinnies.
I've just got to pick up Simon Colbert. He's on
the other side.
wall, is he?
No. On centre wing on the outer side he is. Gillam goes up. Scott gets it down. Wall through the middle. Adam Wells there also. Falls towards Morley again. It's a rugby scrum in the middle. Handball towards Festuca. Put him under pressure. Needs some help. Chris Gillam got cannon into, and we'll take a free kick, and might be in a bit of trouble too. I think he got one across the nose maybe, and there's a bit of blood there as he gets up, and I don't think he'll be able to, well, in fact there isn't. I thought there was.
He's pretty tough.
So he gets up and takes the free kick in the middle. He goes now with the right foot, kick towards half forward, great kick for distance towards Chug, and it's off the front of the pack. Carson breaks through the tackle, tries to get it away. John's got a quick kick towards Calvert, who goes up. I think the hamstring's all right because he's got front and centre and taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 35 metres out directly in front.
He hasn't lost that ability, Laurie, to just float from wing to half forward, has he?
No, look, I've been a big rap for him for a long time. He's a very good footballer, and it's just quality stuff that, and he finishes this off. He's usually a pretty good finisher as well, and
Simon Calvert comes in, 35 metres out directly in front. As Laurie said, he's a pretty good finisher. He's put it straight through the middle for his first goal of the afternoon. And Werribee Central's third. They're 3 straight goals, 18. Bell Post Hill 3 behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes played.
Yeah, well, it goes back to what Jason just said, that prior to the bounce. Have a look what they've got around the middle. I mean, they're going to have a fair chance of getting that ball around the middle every time because they've got the strength there. Number 24, number 22 and number 12, they're all good, solid players. So, and you've got Carson there as well. He's well built, isn't he?
Yeah, for a rover. So the ball back in the middle with umpire Farnsworth to put the ball in the air once again. Up high there. Well, probably Scott got the better of that, but it's Calvert into the square quickly, picks it up, drives it long into the breeze to half forward. Good contest back there. Coming back with Wells. Finally picked up for a Bell Post Hill kick towards centre wing wall. Doesn't take the mark, comes off his hands. He picks it up at second grab. Lovely left foot kick into the full forward area, picked up by Simmons. Has a pot shot from 25 metres out on the turn. Unfortunately, again, offline, 3 behinds to Sean Simmons. The total for Bell Post Hill is 4. They trail Werribee Central's 3 goals, 18. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, almost 12 minutes gone.
Little handball into Borkman would have been open straight in.
Wallace, chip kick towards Gillum. It's okay, that's Chris. Still only 25 metres out from goal. So the coach will drive it out of defence for Werribee Centrals. Goes wide, looking for his brother Nick over the back. Fitzpatrick.
He's having a good day.
At half-back takes the mark, drills it towards centre wing. 1-on-1 out there, Chug. Was a hold, said the umpire. Going to go to Bell Post Hill, free kick.
He's a bit unlucky there. He did use his body, but...
It's one of those could have gone either way.
Yeah.
So Vincent Hanley has got the free kick in between half-back and centre wing on the outer side. Plays on quickly, goes towards centre half forward with a long kick, but absolutely nobody there for Bell Post Hill. Chris Gillum standing there 20 metres by himself, takes the mark. Inside defensive 50, shoves it out towards Justin Johns. It's 2-on-1. Simmons did pretty well in the end. Walder meet it. Thwaites also going the other way, does pretty well.
That's
and breaks free. Arches the back, gets around on the right foot from centre wing towards half forward. 2-on-1 here. Over the back for Stuka. Tapped it onto his own advantage at half forward. 50 metres out and closing on the left boot. Comes around and has kicked it. Jason Stuka has kicked a great goal on the run, close to the boundary line on the left boot. Has kicked his first and the fourth for Werribee Central's. 4 straight goals, 24. They led Bell Post Hill 4 behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes played.
Laurie, if you're a left footer running to that pocket with the wing, you cannot kick a goal from there.
There's no way, is there? There's no way you can mathematically or logistically kick a goal there, but he has. The wind should have taken that fair out of here.
Yeah.
But it was good play from the number 2 down here. Thwaites, he put his body in, worked hard for it and got out to Verstegen. That was bread and butter when he pats it on and runs onto it.
So umpire Parsons puts it in the air. This time the tap down comes from Nick Gillum. Picked up in the middle, Bell Post Hill towards half forward. Good talking. It was Kazina called Furman out, took the mark. Kicks it very, very wide though. The lead has gone out there from Wall, can't reach it. Good defensive stuff by Werribee Centrals. The big punch toward the boundary comes from Brad Dixon. And it's over the line. Half forward flank for Bell Post Hill, kicking to the southern end in this first quarter with the aid of quite a strong breeze. There's the boundary umpire. Good throw in. Ruckman, big chance here. Gillum taps it forward. Coming through strong. There was Wallace. Handball over the top. Players run onto the footy. Good body work once again as the ball picked up towards half forward. Jason Pastuka went one-handed, but he read it so well behind the pack. He runs inside 50. Crashes through the tackle. Doesn't get through the second one. Umpire said you had ample opportunity. I think he had the goals in his sights, but it's Ewan Handley who gets the free kick and plays on quickly. Goes to centre wing. Borkman takes the mark on centre, almost the centre of the ground. Plays on quickly for Bell Post Hill. Kicks to half forward, the lead from Simmons. Now they're double teaming him, so he finds it a bit more difficult. Furman. He reads it well, eludes 2 tackles on the right foot, high in the air. Ball coming into the full forward. Simmons can't take the mark. There's a whistle on play. Free kick too high. And this time the man on the mark is only 20 metres from goal. A little bit of an angle perhaps as Scott comes off the ground to be replaced by Backley. would have thought Backley might have been a starting player in my lineup. He's been a very good player for them. But in the meantime, it is Sean Simmons with the free kick. Just
has to make this one a winner.
well, he's marginally off the line of centre, but not very much. But the man on the mark's 25 metres from goal. So
Well, he should have the radar right now, shouldn't he? He's had a go at it.
he's had 3 goes, and this is number 4 as he moves in. And this has probably been one of his downfalls in his football. He hasn't kicked a lot of goals, but I think he might have kicked that one. The goal umpire's moved back to the middle, puts the 2 hands up. So Sean Simmons kicks his first. Bell Post Hills first. They go to 1-4-10. They trial Werribee Central's 4 goals straight 24. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes gone.
See some ruck changes. Nick Gillum coming off as well to be replaced by Ross Verstuka. As we said, Gene Scott having a rest. Josh Backley on, so some changes in the middle. Bernardo will be having a run in the ruck for Werribee. That might be...
It's all pre-arranged. They know where they're going, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's a set play.
And I think it might be Glenn Hammond, is it, who's having a run in the ruck for Bell Post Hill. We've seen him do that a couple of times for the Panthers last season. And we'll be doing it again this afternoon.
I guess without Broughton, it's perhaps an Achilles heel for them, Laurie, that Bell Post Hill.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. He played quite well against, who did we see up there? Winch. I thought he was pretty good up there. He matched up pretty well with that...
He's only missing through work, I believe, which is a bit unfortunate.
Buckingham, wasn't it?
Hardingham,
yeah.
So Hammond up against Bernardo. Bernardo gets it down. Adam Wells rows it. Kick was partly smothered. Goes towards half forward. Morley leads in the race for the ball. He's got some support also in Wallace. His handball was going to come towards Johns, but he goes back inboard. Chips the ball okay to Chug. Takes the mark at half back. Chance to push it towards the middle of the ground. Buck gives him a lead. He goes further afield towards Ross Verstuka just on the ground. Sean Wells in front. Can't take the mark. Front and centre. Matchovic got it down towards McAuliffe through the middle. Chug left it behind. Now Verstuka through the middle also. That's Ross. He gets wrapped up. Not going anywhere, the umpire said. It'll be mine. Centre wing will have a ball up.
The difference there, Laurie, Ross Verstuka had the courage to bend down, try and pick it up, and got the footy. Unfortunately, couldn't get away.
Yeah, no, it was good play on his half.
So, ball up. Fitzpatrick goes up against Hammond, falls towards McAuliffe. He's ripped off the football. Hammond gets it back to Kazina. Kick over the top towards centre wing's okay if it sits for Matchovic. It doesn't. Coming at it, Morley backs himself, leaves his player. Can't pick it up now. He needs some help. John's with him in support. Or he can handball it to Jason Verstuka. Probably go to Jason, I'd say. The form he's in at the moment. And he draws a player, goes a left foot kick towards half forward. Fitzpatrick from behind, goes up one-handed, can't take the mark. At the back of the pack, quick kick around the corner by Urquhart, goes back towards Kazina. Verstuka comes at him. Now McAuliffe, right foot kick, clearing towards centre half forward. At the back was a Holiday. He's surrounded, he gets a free. Can he get the footy away? Can't, he drops it. Furman's in there, now a little toe poke out towards Johns. He's got a bit of time, but he can't pick it up. Now he handballs it towards Carson. Carson to get away from Wall. He can't do so. It's over the shoulder, is it? No, it's play on, said the umpire. Close to the centre wing. Over the top, Johns got one high. There's the free kick for the last one, I think. And Justin Johns will take it right on centre wing for Werribee Centrals. Fitzpatrick calls it to go towards centre half forward. He goes in that direction now. Big pack there. Bucks up as well. Back to the side. Great mark at centre half forward.
Calvert.
Now he goes with the right foot kick. Terrible off the boot. Antonello running through the middle. Chris Gillum does well. Balks 2 players. Takes a bounce. Runs in the 10-metre square and kicks it into Tino Baland's house 3 kilometres away. And it's put it through for his first goal. And the 5th for Werribee Central's ominous signs. 5 straight goals, 30. Bell Post Hill 1-4-10. Victory trophies. First quarter scoreboard. 19 minutes played.
Oh, look, it's lovely to see a bloke like Calvert get it out and take a lovely mark in. We were used to seeing that a few years ago, and probably last year we didn't see he was injured, of course, most of the time last year. Gillum's having a great first start. He's already had 6 kicks and 1 handball.
Laurie, we thought we saw a pretty potent forward half in Winchelsea last week. This Werribee side's not real bad either.
Well, they've got a few options up there.
So the ball with umpire Parsons again in the middle as he moves in, puts the ball in the air. Bernardo read it well, gets a big punch forward. Fitzpatrick can't handle it. Running on to the football there was Dyer, can't handle the footy, and now players are just wrapped up with it, and that'll be interesting. Stewie Dyer, in fact, is playing on Simon Calvert. I think the honours with Calvert at this moment in time, but the ball is at centre half forward on the 50-metre arc for Werribee Centrals, kicking to the northern end into the breeze. Well, to Hammond, good body work, got his opponent out of the way, but the ball doesn't clear the pack once again, so the whistle blown by the umpire. And we'll move in, perhaps marginally 2 or 3 metres closer to the
Mark Baroud. is just dropping across back here.
Doing the ruck work there is Fitzpatrick, of course, for Werribee. So they've got some pretty well planned manoeuvres out there, Laurie. But the ball comes clear to Bellpost Hill Dyer. Nice little tap to McAuliffe towards half forward. Oh, at the back, great Mark Kennedy. Over the back of the pack, handballs quickly and finds Wallace. He gets the ball out wide, and it's got to be pretty good.
Well, just somewhere near me will do.
The mark taken, as everyone has just indicated without me saying, was Calvert. And Shug now accepts the pass more toward the corridor. He kicks long. Two half forward, big pack there. Well, the only player that stood his ground was Fitzpatrick. Mark not paid. Ball comes to ground. Wild kick, lucky for Bellpost Hill into the arms of Adam Wells. Kicks long, the big torpedo. But again, Kennedy at half-back. He's doing well in the last minute or two. He's got players in the middle of the ground loose. He finds one of them in Thwaites. That's Jared Thwaites. He goes further wide to Wallace. And he takes the mark almost at centre half-back. So now Wallace, he goes across, and there's no doubt.
There's their foot skills.
It's the side of the ground you should be kicking the ball to, as on that occasion, Morley to half-forward. That kick perhaps wasn't up to the standard of the few before it.
Drag him.
And
the runner's come on the ground, is he?
And he's kicking to the coach of all things too, so he will be in bother. But the ball is half-forward flank, out of bounds for the Werribee Central's team. Up high, Fitzpatrick missed the ball. Jason Pastuca punches it forward to Carlson. On the left foot, gets into the forward pocket. It's a little bit too strong. Over the boundary line on the full. And, gee, it wasn't a bad effort for a left foot. I think he's a right footer, Laurie, and had a bit of power in that.
He looks a pretty good number to me.
He's nicely built, isn't he?
Isn't he?
So
Might be Chris Gillum number 2, Laurie.
Yeah. So the ball out of bounds, kicked inboard for Bellpost Hill. Mark taken by Ewan Hanley. And he runs on, kicks to the centre of the ground. The lead came there from Holiday. Marks well, but he's in the centre of the ground.
Has to be 50. He's been called back 3 times, I think.
Jared Thwaites.
Well, I heard him from here, and I'm in the commentary box, so I don't know how he heard him out there. Only heard him out there.
He's only 10 metres away from him.
Well, he's got a good, it's a bad blue because he's getting probably a shot on now, and probably nearly expected to kick it.
Here's for Holiday.
And if he doesn't shut up, he'll get another one.
From being totally out of position, he's now in position, Lee Holiday, because the man on the mark is at centre half forward, which is where Lee Holiday's playing, and we'll have a shot on goal. A decent kick with the breeze behind him here. We'll certainly get a score for Bellpost Hill, and I'd suggest, Laurie, they need one at 1-4 against 5 goals.
They certainly do.
So Holiday now moves in. Nice looking kick, but he's laid back on it and sliced it, as Laurie's indicated. Just got it behind. 1 goal, 5-11, Bellpost Hill kicking with the breeze. Werribee Central's 5 goals straight, 30 into the breeze. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes gone.
Wallace in short again, finds Dixon, left back pocket.
At the southern end of the ground, goes with a right foot kick outside 50. Good kick for distance too. Gillum in front, knocked to the front of the pack, off hands, falls towards Baird. Pack develops around him. Werribee Central's Calvert over the top of it as well. The umpire says it's a free kick.
He's going Bellpost Hill.
Bellpost Hill's one might have been holding the ball. Holiday got it away quickly towards David Wall on the boundary line. 50 metres and closing. Left foot back towards the 10 metre square. At the back, Simmons worked his way to the front. Did well. Did very well and took the mark. Ooh. Up against Rowan Thwaites. And yes, he did think about playing on, didn't he?
Yeah, go back and kick it, mate.
But surrounded by Werribee players. Now he plays on, turns around and kicks over his shoulder and kicks a goal. So Sean Simmons has kicked 2 goals, 3 in the first term. And Bellpost Hill go to 2-5-17. They trial Werribee Central's 5 straight goals, 30. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
I suppose, Laurie, in reality, Sean Simmons may be playing a lone hand up forward for Bellpost Hill. On the other hand, Werribee Central's have an abundance of guys capable of kicking a goal.
Yeah, well, he's causing a little bit of a headache up there, Eric, because he, he has had a chance probably to kick 5 goals in the first quarter, and they weren't difficult shots either. So he could have been the star of the quarter, but. Simon Connolly, haven't seen much of him up there yet.
So the ball up in the air once again, tapped forward by Ross Pastuca, crashing in as Calvert gets through the tackle. Beautiful long kick to the head of the goal square, diving forward. Antonello can't take the mark, but Foley does the Rovers work on the left foot right through the goal. So the answering goal very, very quickly from Werribee Central. 6 goals straight, 36 Werribee Centrals. They lead Bellpost Hill 2-5-17. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 25 minutes gone.
Well, the danger man out there is Colbert, of course. He's running into that centre he's coming in through the back there. He's getting the use of the footy, and he's kicking the ball long into the forward line, making plenty of opportunities up there. That was a quick reply there, very, very quick.
Almost vintage Foley roving, wasn't it?
Oh, it was too, yes, exactly.
So back to the middle.
Once again, Ross Pastuka having a run in the ruck now for Werribee.
Up against Kazina having a run in the ruck for Bellpost Hill. Umpire throws the ball in the air. And Kazina gets it down towards Holiday running off half forward. Tries to tap it towards McAuliffe. Through the middle, Borkman got it away to Kazina, who followed it up. Left foot kick inside 50. Wallace runs back. Good defensive play. Puts his body on the line. Got a thump to it and follows it up as well. Close to the boundary line. Then he handballs it back dangerously towards Dixon. He's good enough to get through though. And go with the right foot kick outside 50. It's wide and it's over Calvert's head. Can Baird keep it in?
Yes, he can. In between wing and half forward. Swings it back towards centre half forward. And Morley worked his way to the front. Then he lost the football. Now Ross Verstuka tapped it back towards centre wing. Calvert runs away. Right foot kick towards half forward. One-on-one Fitzpatrick at the back. He was held on to. Play on the call. And a good tussle with Handley there. Comes towards Chris Gillum again. Can he pick it up, the coach? He can, he can't. Yes, he can. He followed it up, kept going, handballed it away to Buck. Left foot kick around the corner.
Missed them either.
Oh, there's another one.
Pete Buck.
The uncle.
Straight through the middle. And his first goal. And for Werribee Centrals, that's their 7th.
7 goal kickers.
They go to 7 straight goals.
42, they lead Bellpost Hill 2-5-17. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
26 and a half minutes played.
Well, one of the things that's impressing me, Eric, they're running onto the ball hard. When the ball spills out and it's into dispute, they seem to be the side capable to run with pace and push the ball out. And I think it's something Chris might have drilled into the sides. If you're prepared to run and push it out, someone's going to be there to assist, and that's certainly what they're doing. And they're getting up and they're making plenty of opportunities.
Well,
7 straight's good kicking.
We've heard a lot of reports about the quality football Werribee are playing. I think we're seeing signs of it at the moment as the ball goes up once again. Holiday doing the ruck work for Bellpost Hill at the moment. Gets it forward. Players overrun the footy except Matty Furman. Runs inside 50. Long kick to full forward. Simmons one out this time against Thwaites. Ball brought to ground by Thwaites. He does better this time and forces the ball toward the boundary 20 metres from the behind post.
Yeah, we've got to congratulate him. He did do well there. He used his body and, it takes a bit of guts to do that, to back into the pack, and he had to do that because Sean was going to take the mark again.
So the ball thrown in, forward pocket for Bellpost Hill. Big pack of players for Stuka. Ross gets the ball forward and it's wrapped up there as umpire Farnsworth puts a whistle on play and will take hold of the football once again. 25 metres out, almost directly in front of the Bellpost Hill goal. As the umpire now puts it in the air. This time tapped forward by Ross Verstuka. Ball comes clear, doing work, good work. Handball came to Matjevic, but they turn it over to Werribee Central. Well, good work, Johns. He faked the handball, then got it to Chug. Away he goes. He's had 2 bounces, had a 3rd bounce. He's now run to the 50 metre. And the little chip pass, beautiful. Oh, great defensive work by Sean Wells. Just put the hand up and cut the pass off. Little chip pass to Adam, brother Adam, and he kicks to half forward, and coming in strongly to take the mark is Anthony Baird in the centre circle of Galvin Park. Decides to go short to Matty Furman. No, it's not. It's Ewan Handley's made space. He off 50, magnificent kick. Oh, Sean
Simmons goal.
Used the body and pushed his opponent out, took the mark on his chest 1 metre out, and just popped it through for his 3rd. Bellpost Hill 5-23. They trail Werribee Central 7 goals straight, 42. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard now 29 minutes gone. It just goes to show, Laurie, the long kick in with the bruise, it's got its advantages, hasn't it?
Well, there's no doubt about that, though, but as good a side as Werribee look as if they had, they might have to make a change up there at full-back, and, how long do you let it go for? I mean, I know it's opportunity stuff, but he's got his hands full there. Swaits.
Back in the middle, goes towards Chris Gillum, tumbling punt towards half forward. Buck to run onto it, coming out. Moranovic sits and waits for it. Antonello followed him up, did well, tackled. Pack develops around it. Now Buck close to the boundary line, tried to tap it onto the advantage of Antonello. The boundary line might win on that occasion, it does. And we'll have a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket for the Centurions.
So even though Holiday got the tap in the ruck, Chris Gillum so strong in the pack in the middle, Laurie.
So, boundary throw in, late stages of the first term, maybe one more opportunity for the Centurions, deep into attack. Contest between Holiday and Fitzpatrick. Gillum ran through the middle, Chris Gillum, and nearly got the roving, but the ball has fallen free and comes out towards the half-forward flank for
Werribee Central. Swaits runs onto it and gives a good shepherd to Borkman too, who's just about to come off the ground. Terrible kick by Johns, but Festuca has got it. Handball further afield. Waldo chops it off, read it well, but then left it behind. Needs some support or high tackle. No, umpire didn't spot it. Pack develops. The umpire will come in and say holding the ball. And that's because he missed the first free kick. And Chris Gillen will take the free kick for Werribee.
I don't know whether it might have been a bit of an Academy Award. I don't know whether he touched him.
Rowan Swaits is coming off.
He was just about to come off and then saw the footy was coming towards him.
Well, you call that a shepherd. I call that in the old terms block. That's how you block a player.
Chris Gillam comes in.
That's how you kick a goal.
The Stephen Kernahan tumbling punt, and it's a goal.
That's how you kick a sausage roll.
So he becomes the first player this afternoon to be the multiple goal kicker for Werribee, and it's the 8th for the Centurions. They go to 8 straight goals, 48. They lead Bellpost Hill 3-5, 23 victory trophies, first quarter scoreboard.
But we haven't misread the win, Laurie, have we? I thought it was worth about 6.
No, it's just the way they're going about their task, Eric. They're going hard at the football. Led by the captain and coach, he's had something like 6-8. He's had 8 kicks and 2 handballs and 2 goals.
Doing a fair job, but he's so strong.
Yeah, he might get a game next week.
So back with umpire Parsons, about to put the ball. 31 minutes gone. First quarter must be very close to quarter time. The ball goes up once again. Holiday. Beautiful tap down to Adam Wells, but good interception. Jason Festuca. Ball on ground level. Handley Vincent. Kicks it along the ground now. It's a race. The ball's in the goal square. Oh, great work
Simmons
there.
again, wasn't it?
No, it was a touch through by Ross Festuca, I think.
Rush.
It was a rush behind to Bellpost Hill. Terrific defensive stuff there. 3 goals, 6-24 Bellpost Hill. They trail Werribee Central's 8 goals straight, 48. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, almost 32 minutes.
Wallace from fullback again finds the coach. Chris Gillam's taken the mark. Handballs it back to Wallace in the left back pocket. Goes with a right foot kick outboard, looking for Nick Gillam. It's over his head. Anthony Baird gets a tap away towards the boundary line. Lee McAuliffe used the body, then he tries to get up and get the handball away. It's chopped off, and he's out of bounds for a throw in, about 60 metres around for the Bellpost Hill goal. So we'll have a throw in. Nick Gillam and Lee Holiday do the ruck work. Boundary umpire throws the ball back into play to the front of the pack. Bellpost Hill possibly a chance now. Matt Furman gets it away to Wells. He needs some support. He doesn't have much there. Running the other way was Kennedy. He got it away. McAuliffe chopped it off, did well. The outside of the right boot towards the left forward pocket. Connolly and Dixon lead towards the boundary line, but they can't keep it in, and it will be a boundary throw in 30 metres around from the Bellpost Hill goal.
Lee McAuliffe, a left foot might have been handy, Laurie, to hook it back into the middle.
Yeah, it could have been. Certainly, that's where you've got to get it. I think you might see Werribee get it into the corridor.
From the ruck
That's
contest.
a nice shot.
And turned around the corner was, I think it might have been Backley, was it?
I think it was.
In the middle of the pack
Shot
from the
back.
ruck contest, and has put it through for a goal over his left shoulder with the right boot, so he's done very nicely. And for Bellpost Hill, that is their 4th goal. They go to 4-6-30. They trail Werribee Central's 8 straight goals, 48 victory trophies, first quarter scoreboard, 33 minutes played.
Well, Eric, you said he could play a bit. That was a quality kick.
Vincent Handley, actually.
Was it?
Vincent Handley. Yep.
Sorry.
Thought that's who it was.
So Handley's first goal. Sean Simmons has 3.
Yep. Hasn't long been on the ground, I don't think, Handley, but very handy contribution there late in the first quarter as the umpire again prepares to put the ball in the air. Central umpires have done it a few times. 12 goals in the quarter.
Yeah.
Well, this time the free kick
Against Gillam, he didn't look at the footy.
And Holiday, doing the ruck work at the moment, gets the free kick. Kicks it long. And it is a long kick. Well into the forward 50 for Bellpost Hill. Ross Festuca reads it well. Hooks around the body towards centre half-back flank. Reading it well also is Backley on this occasion. Gets his opponent in Kennedy out of the contest and back into the corridor. That's where you've got to be. Mark taken by Lee Holiday. Handball quickly to Adam Wells. He's gone to the goal square. Big pack as the siren sounds for the end of the first quarter here at Galvin Park, with the scoreboard reading at quarter time. Werribee Central's the home side. 8 goals straight, 48. Leading Bellpost Hill 4 goals, 6-30.
The goal kickers at quarter time for Werribee. 2 to Chris Gillam, singles to Warren Foley, Heath Buck, Simon Kelbert, John Antonello, Jason Festuca and Linton Fitzpatrick, while for Bellpost Hill 3 to Sean Simmons and a single goal to Vincent Handley. 18 points of difference at quarter time. We'll take a break and come back with the second quarter action of our Matchday Live coverage from Galvin Park this afternoon. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.